so now we have a lot of photos in our catalog, 528 photos, because we have this photos we imported from Paris, and we have this whole section that we did here, you know, with all the different dates and everything, which is really cool. So, okay, so I want to show you a few viewing options. Let's take, for example, the photos, not this one, maybe this one here. Yeah, this one is kind of cool. So you got different viewing options. The first viewing option when your library module is here, the grid view. Grid view is very simple. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. The shortcut is G for George. I'm French, G for George, you see? And if you over here, you can see what the shortcut is. Then you have the full view, which is really easy, full view, which is E. They call it the loop view, but basically it's like the full, you know, full mode. And then you have the compare mode. So the compare mode is really useful. For example, let's say I've got this, let me take two photos which looks pretty similar in this one. Yeah, these two are pretty similar. So I take one, I hold down the command key or the control key for Windows, I select another one, and I click here on XY. And now I can compare both of these photos. They are next to each other. But check this out. If I zoom in now on one photo, okay, and it's by clicking on it, it's going to zoom in at the exact same level, and I can saying, oh, I like this, you know, this one better or whatever. If you click on it, you zoom out. So the compare mode is really, really cool. And if you want to take two other photos, you just click one. Let's say I want to take this photo, so I hold on the command key, one photo, and then two photo, and I deselect the other two. And now you see this one is going to be here, and this one is going to be there. And same thing, I can zoom in, and it's going to zoom in at the same level. Doesn't really make sense. I mean, unless you want to compare, like, oh yeah, for example, like, oh, this one looks kind of blurry, this one is sharp. So that's the compare mode, really useful. I use it really most of the time when I have like two photos which are really similar, and I'm like, oh, maybe this one is blurry, this one is not. Or I want to see the details, for example, so I'm going to zoom in. And the other shortcut I use a lot is Shift Tab. So Shift Tab, I can really go in full screen mode, and then I can compare. You know, let's say I shot this one like a 600 ISO and this one at 200. I can check the grain, for example, you know, this kind of thing. So Shift Tab to go out. So that's the compare mode. The next one I use all the time. It's called the survey mode, and the shortcut is N. So the way the survey mode is, well, this is a perfect example. Like when I have a lot of photos which are similar, I select them all. So I'm going to select like this 5, and I'm going to click here on the survey mode and Shift Tab to go in in full screen mode. Sorry, and you can see here that I can do a lot of things with these photos. I can rate them. I can give different things. I'll show you the rating later on, but the idea, I'm like, okay, which one of this one is the best? So sometimes I like to work by, you know, elimination. So I'm going to go here. I'm like, yeah, I don't like this one because it doesn't have reflection. And as soon as you take it out, the other ones become bigger. I'm like, oh, I don't like this one because it doesn't have much reflection. Okay, I don't like this one for the same reason. Now, they're too big, and oh, I like more this one, so I'm going to take out this one. Yeah, this is the winner. You know, it's kind of like selecting by elimination, and this one I'm going to press 2, and that's going to give it, you can see here, like a 2-star. So that's another way of visualizing things. And the last one, which is pretty cool, I'm going to go on all the photos, is with faces. You click on this, and you got two options: start finding faces in the entire catalog, or only find faces as needed. I'm going to do start finding faces on the entire catalog, and that's going to work in the background and sort of detect all the faces that there is there. So we'll give it a second. So it's detecting all the faces, and for example, I shot at an event, a fashion show, so I've got so many faces I don't know, but this is a friend of mine called Kelly. So I'm going to put in, for example, Kelly here. Okay, and so now the computer knows that this is Kelly, and I can say, and it thinks that this is Kelly. So yes, this is Kelly. Yes, this is Kelly. Yes, this is Kelly. Honestly, it's not something that I use very much, but if you let the computer, yes, this is Kelly, you can, you know, answer this is Kelly, and it's going to sort of figure out who Kelly is now, and it's going to help the software, but it takes a lot of time. I find that it's still not super precise, you know. And then once you have like all the, you know, the Kelly, I can double click just on her, And you see she's here. Yes, Kelly, yes. And hold on, I can go back there. And you can see here, I can see the photos by Kelly's. This is, yeah, Kelly, Kelly. And I can go now to name people, which is here. And you see this, there's 17 times her. I can click on that. And then I will have like the 17 photos selected here. If I double click, where she's there. So it's kind of cool. It just takes a bit of preparation because you have to go through, if you've got like 200,000 photos like I do, it would take several days. But I would advise you to still do it because it does help. And there's sometimes I did find these options to view persons. So that's a different way you can view things in Lightroom.